Bruno, the silent hero in the rain. Jake was a quiet 10-year-old boy living with his mom in a small house on the edge of town. His father had passed away in a car accident when Jake was too young to understand what loss truly meant. Since then, Bruno, the golden retriever his father left behind, became more than a dog. He was family, he was everything. Bruno wasn't like other dogs. When Jake was sad, he walked on Jake's left. When Jake was scared, he walked on the right. And on the nights when Jake cried missing his dad, Bruno would lie next to him, softly nudging the tears away with his nose. Then one winter afternoon, heavy rain poured down on the town. Jake stayed late at school waiting for his mom, but she never came. His phone had died. So, alone, Jake began walking home through the storm. On the way, he slipped and fell into a cold ditch, too deep for a child with rainwater rising fast. He screamed, but the storm drowned out his voice. Back home, Bruno waited by the gate. He paced, he whined. Then suddenly he sprinted off into the rain, driven by something deeper than instinct: love. He followed Jake's scent through the wind and mud, and when he found him, he soaked, shivering, clinging to a root. Bruno didn't hesitate. He grabbed Jake's collar and pulled. Again and again, the rain was freezing. The ditch was slick, but Bruno didn't stop. After nearly 20 exhausting minutes, Bruno managed to drag Jake out of the water. Jake woke up in the hospital. His mom was crying beside him. But the first thing Jake asked was, "Where's Bruno?" She couldn't answer right away. Then quietly she whispered, "He stayed so you could come back." Bruno had passed away from exhaustion and hypothermia. They found him curled up by the ditch, facing the spot where Jake had been, as if he was still standing guard. When Jake left the hospital, he carried Bruno's worn collar. On it he had engraved, "Bruno, a hero who never needed applause." And from that day on, Jake never feared the rain again, because every time it fell, he smiled. He knew that somewhere in the rhythm of the raindrops, Bruno was still watching over him. When some love doesn't need words, just one look, one gentle paw can save an entire life.